Alright, welcome back everybody to more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, I was killing some Easterlings and we uncovered the greatest animation in all of Lord of the Rings Online. The Easterling trebuchets being destroyed. Man, was that satisfying. But now it looks like I've run out of quests. I don't know if I missed one along the way. I don't know. I was expecting this guy to have a quest ring, but there's no quest ring. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and speak with the Thane of Floodwind and see if maybe there's something in there. I mean, I have the 2 quests from the first episode in the season where I landed near the Argonath in relation to the epic storyline, but I feel like I shouldn't have run out of quests here. So let me just briefly come over here and speak with the Thane and see if he has anything for me. Wait a minute, where am I going? Wrong way. No. Oh man, oh god. These war steeds. Will I ever get the hang of them? I don't think so. Oh my lord. Okay, you know what? I'm dismounting. That's embarrassing. There's no quest ring here, so I don't know, man. I just feel like I missed a quest. Surely I missed a quest. Maybe he would have vectored me to over here. But since I already have this quest, he doesn't. That's maybe the only thing I can think of. Let's go, I guess. I mean, towards the end of the season, when I plug everything into my completionist checklist, if I did miss something, then it will come to my attention. For sure. I don't know, I got this uneasy feeling, though, that I missed something important. Oh, well. Not gonna spend too much time worrying about it. It just doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right that I'm going all the way down there. Fang Point. What is this place? Fedberg. Alright, fine. I'll just go. Something doesn't seem right, though, I'm telling you. I feel like I missed, like, an important quest that opened up, like, 20 more or something like that. Let's see where I am here. So, yeah, this is where I landed in terms of the epic storyline. Some orcs. Just gonna ride right by them for now. And hopefully on the other side of this hill is where I'm going. See, the good thing about the war steeds is that you can ride past all these enemies and grab aggro because you got all that HP, so you're not going to get knocked down very easily. I'm going to have to go around here, though. Can't enter the camp from this side, it looks like. Alright. Very good. Let me dismount here. Let me open the stables.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
And let me talk with this guy. Who leads this band? Mansig leads this company at the command of Harding, Reeve of the Wold. The Lord of Harwick is troubled by the report of Easterlings gathering in the Brownlands, but he cannot ignore whatever has brought so many orcs across the river into the east wall. He charged Mansig with investigating the cause, and here we came with as much haste as could be mustered. From where did you come? This band is made of men from all reaches of Rohan, from Snowbourne in the Sutcrofts, and as far north of Thornhope in the Entwash Vale. Most of us hail from Harwick, as does Mansig himself. It is my home as well. We rode south along the road when we were given the charge, stopping only at floodwind to water our horses. We arrived at nightfall yesterday, and that is when the orcs set upon us. How did the orcs surprise you? You may well ask that, and I imagine Mansig has asked Wilfrith and Radwolf that very question. We knew that there were orcs in the east wall. We knew that they were in great numbers, and still they managed to ambush us. I do not know exactly how it happened. One moment we were making camp, and the next we were beset by a riding party of shouting orcs. He shudders. We were too confident in ourselves. We will not make that mistake again. What can you tell me of this land? I will tell you the truth, friend. The Rohirrim did not like to come to this land. There were often orcs on the far side of the river, and small parties of the villains would cross in order to steal horses from the mark. Something has brought them across this far in greater numbers than in the past, and I do not know what. It has not improved my opinion of the place.
You were here to help? Thank the Hammerhand for that.
We can use every pair of strong arms we can get. We rode from Harwick with enough men and horses to investigate the troubling reports of orc activity in the east wall, but we were not prepared for what we found. As we began pitching our tents and unloading the supplies, we were set upon by a contingent of orcs. The battle was made fiercer by its sudden joining, and though we drove off the enemy for a time, we suffered many losses. Ask me anything and I will tell you, but if you have a moment, could see to comfort of our wounded? Let me help the wounded soldiers here.
You will find work here, if you seek it.
Thank you, Kippen. Many of those men will need to be borne back to Harwick for the rest of their injuries, but until we can return to the world, we must do what we can for them here. Ask me any questions if you like, and I will answer them the best I may. You will find work here if you seek it. We must recover from the orc attack and regain initiative if we are to succeed in our errand. Alright. So there are quest rings here.
Several of my friends have gone missing. I have not seen them since the attack.
You heard about the orc attack, Kippen? They fell upon us without warning, as we were trying to get this camp established. We are still trying to recover from it. Look around you. If the orcs attack again, we might not be as fortunate as we were the first time. Several of my friends have gone missing, and I have not seen them since the attack. Look for Langmanu and Swithlick, somewhere in the east wall, Kippen. I'm worried about them. Langmanu is too proud to ask for help if he needs it, and Swithlick is not as bold as he was in his youth. If my friends are lost and frightened, they will probably seek out the streams or the falls that dot the landscape of the east wall. Look for water, and you may be able to find out what happened to Langmanu and Swithlick. Right, a few more quest rings here.
Look at the state of this camp.
My men had not been here for an hour when a band of screaming orcs fell upon us. The walls were not yet up, and some of my warriors were away seeking firewood. The men of Rohan are made of stern stuff indeed, as are their horses. We did not despair, though we were beset on all sides. My fighting men were able to keep the orcs at bay until the other warriors returned. Then it all became a rout. Many of the orcs still lurk in the surrounding woods. If you are a friend to the men of Rohan, I ask you to remedy the blight upon the east wall. Wolfrith will tell me that there are several types of orcs in the area, of different sizes or types or loyalties. Orc, Uruk, it's all the same to me. Remove them, Kippen, and I will count you a friend.
I am something of an expert on orcs.
You are here to help? Good. I trust Mansig, of course. but he did lead us into an ambush. He is my captain and I will not forget it, but I have seen more of war than he has. He may have underestimated the orc threat here in the East Wall, but I will not. I am something of an expert on orcs and have fought many hundred of creatures. They come in all shapes and sizes, and the sharp eye can distinguish other differences as well. To many of my people, an orc is an orc, but I can see even the subtle differences. I think we are dealing with several distinct tribes, Skippin. Defeat orcs and urks in the woods of the East Wall and collect arrows from their quivers. By studying them, I can determine what tribes we are dealing with here in the East Wall. Alright, let's go do all these quests. Wait a minute, just one more.
Give me 3 good archers from Snowbourne, and I could keep a dozen orcs at bay.
Even in poor light or foul weather, the bows of my people are well made, but it is the strength of the Rohirrim's archer's arm and the sharpness of their eye that truly makes them dangerous. Orcs are different. Their bows are crudely fashioned and they seek to make up for their poor training with numbers only. Still, an arrow fired poorly from hiding can pierce even the bravest man on occasion. Sorry if you guys hear that helicopter. Defeat archers throughout the East Wall, Kippen, and bring me their bows for breaking. I do not want any straight arrow to fell even a single man more. Okie dokie. So what am I doing? I'm killing a ton of orcs, right? There we go. Lots of orcs to be killed. What is that? What the hell is that thing? It's an ugly little hound. Okay, what am I doing? I am gonna go towards that quest ring and kill more orcs. Get that guy. And this one right here, very good. Okay, now what? Now I need to go find those 2 missing Rohirrim, which may be down there by that pile of orcs. Nope, I guess just a random pile of orcs. Need to go south a little bit. There's one of them. You point Langmanu in the direction of the camp. Oh, they're horses. I don't know, I guess I misread the quest when I was first getting it. I thought they were scouts or something, but they're just the Rohirrim horses. Makes sense that they would be at the water streams then. You point Swithlick in the direction of the camp. Alright, so I think we're ready to head back. I'm almost tempted to go do the epic quest, because I'm assuming the epic quest is going to have me moving north. I don't know though. Maybe I'll just keep working on what I'm working on.
Look at these things.
I knew the orcs cared little for the craft of bow making, but I did not expect them to be this crude. It is a wonder these bows do not fall apart in their filthy hands. Still, an arrow fired from one of these can still kill. We had best not forget that. I cannot bear to handle these bows any longer, Kippen. Take them and throw them in the fire over there. The orcs will lose no more arrows at the Rohirrim from these crude things. Oh, and one more thing. Do not burn these bows in any of the cook fires. That would simply be offensive. Make sure the fire you choose is not being used to cook somebody else's meal. Alright, let me kill this annoying orc. My god. Useless guards. Just standing there.
Look at these things.
Okay. So let me go burn bows.
Even the smoke of the burning smells foul.
Can you smell that? Thanks for your help in destroying those crude bows, Kippen. Every blow to the orc helps our chances of surviving here in the East Wall.
I have been known to lose my temper on occasion. It is true.
I have a confession to make to you, Kippen. I know that I seem a level-headed person, as fine an example of a steadfast man of Rohan as you could hope to meet. But I have a secret. I have been known to lose my temper on occasion. Nay, look not with disbelief. It seemed that we would not be able to hold out against the orcs that ambushed us upon arriving on the east wall, but we prevailed. As the orcs broke and fled for safety of the trees, I loosed my prized red-fletched arrow at an orc's retreating back. I did not need to loose, but I was angered. I let that arrow fly and saw it pierce him in the leg. But he did not fall. He kept running and took my prized arrow with him. He ran south, Kippen. Perhaps he followed the streams that flow out of and back into the east wall, using them for guidance. Go that way and find his body, for surely he has succumbed to the injuries by now, and retrieved my prize arrow. That guy has a lot of personality. Oh, I guess he did not say that they were horses. You forgot to say that they were horses. Did I? No, I thought that was clear. I am Radwolf, noted horse master and saddle trainer of Harwick. My best friends are horses. I'm certain I said.
You found my friends.
Langmanu and Swithlick are both fine and found their way back here thanks to you. Seems to me that you are a good hobbit to have around.
It is my duty to see to the needs of our horses.
It is a task I relish, for I know its importance. The success of our mission depends in no small part on them. When Langmanu and Swithlick fled from the orcs, their saddlebags, must have fallen from their backs. They did not return with them. I kept much of their feed in those bags. Search the woods between this camp and where you found my friends southeast of here for their fallen saddlebags. Food is not enough. They will need water as well, but I do not trust the streams here. Too many orc boots muddying the waters. You saw a waterfall on your way to rescue my friends, I know, but there are a lot of dead orcs lying in that stream. If you follow the river upstream, though, where the water flows from a higher ground, perhaps you can get fresh water from the waterfall before it flows through those bodies. Take this water skin and fill it with the water from the waterfall. That way all my friends will have fresh, clean water to drink.
Very good. An enemy of the orcs is a friend of mine.
There is more to be done, however.
These searchers are looking for something.
Orcs are mindless and bloodthirsty, and I have fought enough of the villains to know what drives them. They are simple creatures driven only by hatred of the good peoples of the Mark. A shadow crosses Mansig's honest face, and he pauses. And yet, there is something unusual about these orcs. Something I have not seen before. My scouts report that they have seen orcs crouched in the woods, clearly looking for signs of something. It seems at the location of my camp, for they already know where that lies. Nay, they seek something else. Find these searchers and defeat them, Kippen. If there is something the orcs want to find, it is important for my men and my homeland that they not find it.
Let me see the arrows you have collected.
Ah, yes, this is what I suspected. Wolfrith holds out a pair of short arrows for you to inspect. The length of this shaft is a clue to its origin. This arrow was designed to fly a short distance fairly accurately. It is of the type used by the orcs of Mordor, and it's primarily a skirmisher's arrow. It is well suited to combat among the trees of the East Wall, and would be less of a threat upon the plains of Rohan. The The danger of the orcs that fire this arrow from is the danger of surprise. If you know he is there, he will be less effective. Wolfirth presents to you a pair of much longer arrows. These are more troubling. The length of the arrow tells me that it is used with a much larger bow, drawn by a stronger arm. The Uruk that fires this arrow expects it to travel much further than those fired by the Orc brothers. This is an arrow ideal for combat in the plains of my homeland, and I fear it was designed for that purpose. The Orcs and Uruks in the East Wall are equipped for different purposes, Kippen. They possess different goals, but I can tell you one thing they share at least. They hate us, and are all our enemies.
Is it possible for the various tribes of Orc and Uruk to work together, as men do?
They may not be working together, Kippen, but the various tribes and Orcs and Uruks here in the East Wall are each our enemies. Is it possible for them to set aside their differences and work together as men do? I'm afraid it is. We must oppose them all wherever we can. During the Orc ambush that greeted us shortly after our arrival here, I saw an Orc from Mordor carrying a high-quality sword. It was not of Orc make. Their weapons are crude and ugly, but this blade caught the light and seemed to shine as the Orc swung it around him in deadly arcs. It is not right for such a weapon to languish in the hands of an Orc. I did not see this Orc after the battle, so he must have escaped into the East Wall somewhere. Find him and take the sword from him, Kippen. Many of the retreating Orcs fled to the northeast. Begin your search there, at the camp the Mordor Orcs have established between here and the Wold. Got a fellow adventurer here. Okay. What am I doing? Defeat Orc Searchers. Here's an Orc Searcher. It's a fat little guy. It's another one. One more ought to do it. Let me see if I can find them. Alright, now let me go collect some water. Oh, I almost went flying off. Is this where I need to be? No, I need to maybe fall down this waterfall. Although I can't. You come here from the side. There you go. This is the waterfall mentioned by Radloff. Let me go ahead and fill it up. Fill the water skin. Perfect. I need to find the saddlebags. That orc is chasing hard, dude. There we go. Finally left. Need to find a way back up. Okay. They should be around here. There's one right there. I don't even see it. There we go. It's kind of hard to see. There's another one. One final one. Got all of them. Let me go south. Still got a few more quests to do. Guess I'm looking for the orc with the arrow in its leg. Before the entrance to a dark cave lies the body of a fallen orc. It seems to have succumbed to its wounds before reaching the dark safety of the cave mouth. Embedded in its leg, you find a red-fletched arrow. This must be Utlok's prized arrow, which you take. So let me just go in here and see what happens. Because the quest dialogue kind of indicated that I should come in here. And looks like there's an adventurer in here.
Orcs and insects. Insects and orcs.
Well, actually, it looks like there's going to be a lot of work to do in here, so I kind of want to separate that out into the next video, because we're almost at the 30-minute mark, so we'll start doing some questing here in the next one. So thanks for watching, and see you then.